Oh, son, what's good, my boy? Another day, just another video of me trying to tell you motherfuckers how to lose weight and why you should lose weight. Now, I used to be part of the Muffin Militia. Oh yes, I was packing titties, I was packing hams, and I was packing yams. It was bad. I hated being fat, and I believe that most people can convince themselves at some point to either lose weight or to live with the weight. But people don't understand. I used to rue any insults towards my obesity. I would hate that shit. I would be like, it's so stupid. How are you going to call me fat? How you? It's just such a schoolyard insult. I would say stupid little Reddit shit back to people like that. When in reality, when someone calls you fat, when someone's like, God damn, dog, you're like a fat little fuck. That is not just a surface level insult. It is the ultimate insult. It is as severe of an insult as them being like, haha, your grandma died. It's that big of an insult. And you could be like, what the fuck are you talking about, dog? Think about it. It's like them saying that you're less healthy than me. You're gonna die before me. You're predisposed to diseases that I am not because I'm not fat like you. Your body looks revolting. It's disgusting. It makes me want to vomit. It makes me want to come over there and start milking them tits, boy. That is what that insult means. It means you are closer to death than me. Ha ha ha. And if that doesn't make you mad and make you riled up to make a change, then just live with it and be a pussy. Just live with it. It's the same argument. I do general self-help type shit for people. And there was this person who made a comment. They're like, I'm 45 years old. I don't have any friends, no hobbies, no nothing. I'm broke. And I need a way out. And it's the equivalent, calling someone fat is the equivalent, me telling you to stay the same is the same thing I would tell that person. Which is, if you're 45 years old, there's 20-year-old kids that are having the fucking wisdom to start changing their lives now and make shit better happen for them. See it all day online. If you're 45 and you're like that, have a good life, bro. Enjoy the rest of your life. Just give up and enjoy the rest of your life. That's the same way. It's very brutal, but it's like, those fucking young kids need to hear that. If a young kid watches my videos, they need to hear me talk to that 45-year-old guy to fucking scare them, to let them know how little time they have truly on this earth. Same thing with the fucking fat people. I think about myself whenever I was fucking 15 years old, and I thought there was no way out of that fucking body prison that I was in. No way out of them ham hocks and them fucking tits and them double chins. I thought there was no way out. And if there's some 25 to 30-year-old motherfucking Reddit mod on here who thinks he's about to get his life together or something and he's asking for my advice, I'd give it to him. But if they come with this pussy bullshit, if they come with this little pity party bullshit and wanting sympathy for it, fuck that, dog. You're a fat fucking pig. It's that simple. I acknowledged it. That's why I felt, there are certain people where you see them where they're like, can make jokes, or like a Patrice O'Neal where they're confident and fat, like Biggie Smalls or some shit like that. You're not Biggie Smalls, dog. You're not Biggie Smalls. You're just a fat slob. People don't look at you as the fat fucking cool rapper dude. They look at you as like the fat fucking slob with stains on his t-shirt. And I was smart enough to acknowledge that. Now, it was to my own detriment, where I could have had a lot more fun, but I would constantly be in my own head. Oh, what are the way my hands moving? Oh, does my stomach look big? That's a big thing. Pulling the fucking shirt out. Anytime I see a fat fucking kid, or especially a fat kid doing that next to me, I call him out on it. I'm like, quit pulling your fucking shirt out, bro. Let your stomach hang out of the shirt. Let your stomach push against the fabric and form the shape of your belly. Do not be a fucking shamed. If you are ashamed, make a change. I hate seeing that shit. It makes me sad whenever I see a fat kid pull on his t-shirt because he's insecure. Because I can go straight back to that moment and in a blink of a fucking eye be there. All the way from 5th grade to 11th grade. Fat fuck. Wasted my whole teenage years. The whole 8 years of youth, of going and getting and doing, exploring and doing all these things. Wasted that shit. Because I hindered myself. And what did I do? I stayed inside playing World of Warcraft for 14 hours a day, or CSGO. I didn't go outside and do things. Yeah, there was times I had like a group of like 10 friends that I went all the way through school with, and I'd hang out and we'd smoke weed and fucking do acid and all this different shit inside, or occasionally go out places. Later on in high school, we did a lot. But the majority, the bulk of the time, the day-to-day, which today, I realize how important day-to-day is, what you do in the Monday through Friday. Oh, after school, I just playing CSGO, who's getting on? That type of bullshit. Thank you, Mom. Oh, Mom brought McDonald's today when your mom brings you McDonald's. That bullshit, bro. That fucking bullshit. Then, in my last senior year, a bunch of shit happened to me. Fucking shot myself, got an autoimmune disorder that caused abscesses on my body, and something snapped in me where I realized, hey, dog, this shit ain't just like a game to time skip. Real things happen. I was coddled. I was sheltered like a little pussy. That's how I view most fat people. I don't view them as, oh, that's a big tough guy, he's gonna beat me up. I view him as a coddled, comfortable little bitch. That's how I view him. Not with no muscle on him, not a big fat power lifter dude. I'm talking about a normal little fat kid that plays League of Legends or fucking World of Warcraft. I think of him, first, I feel sympathy because I take myself back to that moment. Then that fades and I see exactly what it is, which is a sad, coddled little bitch. You're too comfortable. You're living in complete gluttony, or you wouldn't even be that fat. They don't got that fucking problem in Africa. They don't have food abundance like they do. They don't have gluttony where they just stuff their face. I remember whenever I was a fat kid, just a fucking half bag of nacho chips, bag cheese on a styrofoam plate, put all this fucking sour cream, all this shit, put in the microwave, and the plate would melt together with the chips and the cheese, and I would pull it off and still eat it because I was so desperate to get the food in me and get that little dopamine hit. Bullshit. No movement at all. No movement. I didn't even do the little Disney Channel shit where it'd be 60 minutes outside, 60 minutes. No. And I could blame so many outside sources for me being fat, like being put on ADHD medication, being zombified, and being a product of my environment, like all these fucking people blame it. But no, it was not being a product of an environment. And the only reason why I even go to those thoughts is because I still have an ounce of that blame. I don't... No. No. It was me. I took the food and put it in my mouth, and 3 hours later would be looking at other people enjoying their lives, being like, oh man, I got it so bad. Let me go to this fucking fridge at 2 in the morning. Bullshit. You can change. You know that it's a fucking you know it's a bad cycle that repeats itself over and over. So let's get to the nitty and gritty. I do not sell a magic eureka supplement diet. Fuck all that. If you want some easy way out, just like you want an easy fucking cheeseburger cooked in 2 minutes like you fat fucks do, get out of my fucking channel, because this is not for you. This is for the people who actually want to change, actually want to make a difference, actually want to achieve and succeed in this life. I've only been disconnected from that life for almost 3 years now. That's it. That is no time at all in the grand scheme of things. At all. And the funny thing is, I lost weight. I got my first W, if you will, of losing over 150 pounds. But what did it do? I spent another year and a half bullshitting around, procrastinating on my other goals. Because here's the thing. The reason why I don't sell any quick magic pills or any fucking magic diets like a lot of these money-hungry little bastards do is this shit's hard and it takes long. That's the corny thing you hear all the time. It takes discipline and effort, fucking grind set, hustle, all that type of shit. You hear the buzzwords a lot. It's not just that. Once you lose the weight, you're going to reset your mind forever. There is no all right, I'm going to lose weight and then I can go back to eating whatever I want. That's what the Weight Watcher fat asses, that's what the Weight Watcher fat asses do. They lose 400 pounds and then they gain it all back in less than a year. Do you want to be like that? You know how bad that would affect your mental, your psyche? If you lost 400 pounds and you look like fucking, and you look like you got a wingsuit on because you're loose skin, that would fuck you up. And then you gain it all back. No. No. This shit not only takes a while to lose the weight. Once you lose the weight and really understand that you're changing your life and you change your life, this is an endless cycle when we talk in the realm of wins. Some people are very lucky and they don't expect a lot out of this world. And they can just da-da-da-da-da, go through life. They don't have any ambition after they lose their weight. But I would say 90% of those people who do lose the weight, they want to achieve bigger and bigger things, and it's a perpetual cycle. They trade one perpetual cycle of fucking being a fat fuck for another perpetual cycle of like that Michael Jordan, like toxic grind set bullshit, which is what I have. It will never be enough. And I've understood that. But you got to think of it in different frames and perspectives. It helps me through it. Which is like certain like little metaphors. When does the tree stop bearing fruit? When it dies. So you got to keep going. That type of shit. But. I go off in these little tangents because my brain works a million miles a minute. We're talking about losing weight as a fat fuck. I'm going to drop the 3 biggest bombs on you right now and tell you how to do that. Consistency, calories in, calories out, and working out. There you go. Ba-boom. Implement 2 little bonus steps of walking a lot of steps throughout the day. Getting that'll do you better than fucking running. I've tried it all. And then the 5th one is eat healthy. Now you can do the calories in, calories out, and eat what you like if you do it right and not work out if you just want to be a shell of a human. But for me, that wasn't a choice. I was one of the fattest of the fucks. I weighed 300 pounds. I got the stretch marks to prove it, my boy. And I have to work out. If I didn't work out, I would have 10 times the more loose skin and stretch marks, and I would look like a flabby guy in a wingsuit. You don't want that. I promise you. The stretch marks alone and the loose skin fucks with your head enough. I have one of my best friends. He lost the weight before me and was one of the motivators for it. He lost, I think, around maybe 80 pounds. And he's got a little loose skin pooch. And I can tell it fucks with his thing. It don't eat on you all day, of course. But every once in a while, you just kind of feel like hopeless because you're just like, I really got to get surgery for this shit. And yes, you do. Everyone, this is my dispel to the people who don't want to lose weight because they're afraid of the loose skin. Shut the fuck up, pussy. You're going to be better off, I promise you. That little loose skin pooch that you have is your punishment from fucking God or whatever you want to call it for being a lazy, gluttonous, fat piece of shit and let yourself get like that. That's your punishment. That's your fucking little crown of thorns that you got to wear for the rest of the time. Deal with it. Deal with it. But I digress. So, let's go over these little points very quickly because I don't want this video to keep going on and on. Consistency. This is the biggest factor with anything in life. Let's talk about losing weight. You got to be consistent over time with it. And you can go a whole 3 weeks with eating a calorie deficit and you won't see any visible change in the mirror, and it's going to eat on you in your mind. But you have to develop that mental fortitude to push through with consistency. Consistency in working out. You can work out for 2 years straight, and after the noob gains hit you, you're just going to feel like shit. Because it ain't going to keep going. But you got to stay consistent and keep consistent with the progressive overload. Consistency in general life, business, finance. You make these little baby steps over and over and over, like these videos that I make every single day, 350 pieces of content at the end of the week, over and over and over, with the mental image of your dream in your head of what will happen on the end of that. That's the only reward that you get. You find little games here and there along the way. But consistency. Calories in, calories out works. Food are made up of the micronutrients. Those micronutrients all add up into a calorie count. All calories in, calories out is energy exposure, energy expenditure. do a lot of shit and exert a lot of energy, eat more shit to balance you out. You want to gain mass and muscle and weight on your frame, eat a lot. That's what these fat fucks do, but they don't expend the energy, so then they just have an abundance of calories and energy stores on them in the form of fat. You want to lose the weight, eat less of that, burn more, be in a deficit, and it'll start eating away at the fat stores in your body. That's the simplest definition of calories in, calories out, but I expect with most of all the knowledge around on the internet, most people know what that is. So we got consistency, calories in, calories out. Now let's get to the workout. I could make a 20-hour video alone on workout, on the different types, the different things. I say for beginners, don't get swayed in any different direction. The bodybuilding side is very fun, as well as the powerlifting side. It's very rewarding, and it's like this little Japanese, like how they make Japanese swords, how people find that interesting. That's the same way they find like powerlifting or bodybuilding. It's like a super cool like tradition that people have done for years, and it's so cool. It's cool. But in the beginning, it will fuck with your head. Start with the basics. Push-ups, pull-ups, body weight squats, little jump rope. Things like that. Do them in a circuit workout for 45 minutes a day. You will be fine and will not need anything else. Don't complicate that shit. Once you start getting in that fitness space in the beginning, you're going to play that comparison game the whole way through, and it's going to fucking ruin you. So we got that, and let's get to the bonus tips. We got walking, and we got, what did I even say for that other bonus tip? We got walking. Walking, it will better you. It's a lot better than running. I will say that. I've ran while also doing full workouts while also working construction, and I start losing my muscle. It burns too much. So, walking. I don't want to get into all the like little hippy-dippy like, oh, but I think walking does this and that. No. Just get your goddamn steps in so you burn your energy expenditure. You expend the energy you were supposed to that day. And then I forgot the fifth one, so we're just going to skip past that. You know what you got to do? You got to lose the fucking weight. You got to better your life. This is the first step. This is the first step. Losing weight and not being a lazy fat fuck is your entrance into the door to chasing your dreams. Because all that shit, I promise, is 10 times harder when you don't even have the discipline to control what you put in your mouth and what your body looks like. So, if you like what I said and it made sense to you, I started off a thing where I'm offering 5 total people free coaching with any aspect of life. What are my credentials? I've lost 150 pounds and I got my general contracting business that I started and I'm 21 years old. So, I've already got one guy that I'm coaching. So, I only got 4 spots left. It's completely free. I have nothing to fucking sell you. We're just going to talk and be chill, and I can explain a lot of the mistakes I made so you don't make them. Smart men learn from other mistakes instead of making them themselves, that type of thing. So, if you want that coaching, go ahead and leave me an email at KAMERONJ Arthur, ARTHUR, @gmail.com. It'll be down in the description. I'm going to screen you a little bit because I want motherfuckers who are serious and want to change their life, and I'm willing to help them completely for free just because I love doing it. I lost that weight. I decided I want to change my family who are mostly obese, and I realized the biggest lesson of all. People will not change unless they want to change themselves. You cannot change them. Made me sad as shit because they were extremely overweight and I couldn't help a single one of them. So, I believe that my efforts, instead of trying to do it and trying to force them into all that, will be best served helping people for free online, just like God would want me to. Chase paper, enjoy nature. Give me an email if you're interested. Have a great day.